Hello and welcome. My two special guests today are here with a kind of different, interesting film. Sidharth Malhotra, Parineeti Chopra, a huge welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before I even say what the film is about, because I want you guys to introduce it, it's as people would say, hatke, a little different. Tell our audience what it's about.
Well, absolutely. It's a bit hatke because we are dealing with an issue which is called Pakhadwa Vivaah. I don't know how much of you are aware of it. It's something that started off in UP and Bihar because of dowry. When the ladkewalas started asking for a lot of dowry and they almost broke the wedding, the girls' family decided कि हम पकड़वा के शादी करवा लेंगे. So it's been an old culture. It is a serious issue actually because they're both illegal, dowry and kidnapping someone. But I think the beauty of our script and our, the way our director directed it is that it's done in a more fun, entertaining way, so that you guys get entertained and also understand what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah. But what I thought was interesting in what you said, that they're both illegal.
Yeah.
But one of it, which is that kidnapping the groom and actually getting him to marry without the dowry, is actually sort of pretty much seen as a social cause. I mean, nobody should force anyone to get married, right? Nobody should.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying that in that scenario where, families go broke, I mean, they have literally next to nothing when they get their girls married, and it's terrible. Why should you have to pay anything? So in that context, it's an interesting take.
No, actually, Jabariya Jodi started purely because they thought that they were doing good by getting these marriages which were in talks and were getting broken off because of dowry. So they thought, ki, let's finish this off. Why do you want to break off a wedding because of odd few lakhs or thousands or crores or whatever it is the amount? But eventually, I think now it's trickled into something which is equally bad. I think because you can't really force somebody to be with someone, for the rest of their lives.
Without giving too much away, because everyone here will go see the film, but you should, they're here.
Yeah.
But
2nd of August, guys. 2nd of August, Jabariya Jodi.
Come on, guys. No, but I just wanted to say that it's an interesting dynamic because you then do like a one-up on him and you actually then go kidnap him, the guy who's actually kidnapping everyone else. And I thought that was an interesting power dynamic shift in the film from the man to the woman.
Yeah.
And, it was an interesting play as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very bad joke, but I always joke about this, that, Jabariya Shadis and Jabariya Vivaahs are sexism reversed. First of all, obviously, anyone who knows me knows, I'm a feminist and everyone should be, because in our country, there's so much that is male-heavy, male-dominated, etc. But Pakhadwa Vivaahs actually spin those around. Here, weirdly, when the man is asking for the dowry, the woman has the power and says, "Chalo, main iska kidnap karvaungi." Which is also equally messed up, by the way. That doesn't make it good. But in the film also, that the reason that the girl says it, because a guy like him, who is called the Bahubali of Patna, because, he's this big, bad guy who gets these Jabariya Shadis done, the only way to give it back to him is to speak his own language and to do the same thing to him. Now, whether that happens, how that happens, why it happens between these two, because obviously there is a love story between these two characters, so why would one kidnap the other? All of that is the beautiful story that is our film. But I really want to say to everybody out there who's going to watch the film, we are trying to actually, hopefully, shed light on the fact that 2019 is too modern and too late in the day to be having things like dowry in India. India is well on its way to literally standing on the moon now. There's just dowry is too archaic and too stupid a concept. And if we're able to change some hearts and minds and some thinking with this film in a humorous, in a very entertaining way, you're never going to feel just a lecture scenario, never. If that happens, then we'll consider ourselves successful.
It was interesting because I was reading somewhere, I think it was an Insta post that you put up or something, where you said love is of all kinds. Anyone can't define love. And it's interesting because recently there was this case of this young girl in Uttar Pradesh, Sakshi, who put up this viral video because her father was not letting her marry the man of his choice. And like you said, in 2019, if we are still dealing with these cliches of whether it's religion or caste or dowry or anything, that has to somewhere go away. And, perhaps the larger issue is that love is for all.
Yeah, I think that was my Instagram post yesterday that said love is love. And it is. Love is actually got nothing biologically and chemically to do with your caste or your surname or whatever, right? Like, what if I fall in love with you and you've told me your surname is so and so, and 3 years later you tell me, no, actually my surname was something else. Will it change? It doesn't, right? My feelings remain the same. So then why do we, before these marriages and before these relationships are even started, why do we take an interview of आप कौन सी caste के हो, आप कौन सी religion के हो, आपका surname क्या है? It just shouldn't matter. It's 2019. Like I said, I think we're already 2000 years too late in having this conversation. And our film also wants to say that, exactly, that Jabariya कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं होता. Jabariya means जबरदस्ती. Jabariya कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं होता है. प्यार, काम, job, career, relationships, बच्चे, शादी, जो भी आपको चाहिए. Nothing should be forced. You should live your own life. We should be all free. And I hope Jabariya can hopefully
sort of give that message.
And
I believe, Sidharth, it was you who came up with the name. Is that true?
Yeah, the title.
Yeah.
We were actually prepping for the film, all of us, because it needs us to portray characters from Patna, where they speak in a certain accent. We didn't follow to go through any one particular dialect there, which is, there are lots of them being spoken there. So while doing that accent, I came up through this word, which is, Jabra or Jabran, Jabariya, which is a slang. So then I said, this is a superb word, and we had to keep rehearsing that. So then one of those days, and I was sitting with the director who said that, Jabran shadi karaya uske. So it became from Jabariya Jodi, it came up. It was something else before. Everybody liked it. Now I hope it's lucky. Let's see. I'll find out on 2nd of August, because then they'll tell me that isi ne naam diya. So I hope it's still got a positive connotation towards.
But Delhi boy, largely urban roles. How tough was it to prepare for this one? I mean, like you said, there's a dialect and many dialects at that. It's not exactly something that one can slip into. So a lot of prep and coaching for this one.
Absolutely. I think, these scripts where you are doing something which is so far off from where you come from, need a lot of homework. We had to spend months with the team. Our director, Prashant Singh, is from Bihar. Our writer is from Bihar. And so they helped us. There was a dialect coach. And I personally also kept one guy along with me as a dialect coach whenever I get time to, speak in that accent.
Practice,
because we don't want to make it caricature. We've seen so many characters from that stage who are very loud and, are doing only comedy. So we wanted to keep it real. It's a Hindi film. We wanted to keep it that people can understand it and yet feel that they are talking like from
it's part of that culture.
Yeah, so that took a lot of time and homework.
When you look at rural or semi-rural, small towns, and there, whether it was a Bareilly ki Barfi or now you in this particular film, it's interesting because it is a very strong character. I mean, this is a girl who is very rooted to her town, to her place, to her parents, her culture, but yet there is a very, there's a strength to her.
Yeah. And honestly, I myself am a small town girl, and I think there's an unfortunate image attached to small town girls as being weak girls, which is not true at all. Small town girls actually are really very motivated. They are very fiery. They really speak up for themselves when they can. Of course, there are two sides of the coin always. But actually, Bubbly Yadav, her name is, she's actually a very vulnerable and emotional girl who really believes in love. She believes in romance. But there are, a couple of things that happen in her life which make her want to give it back. So, of course, that is the shade that you see in the trailer. But you will see both sides of her in the film. So, she is actually not just this irrationally feisty girl or irrationally fiery girl for no reason. Actually, two very big events happen in her life that make her want to do this, make her want to take revenge, for the lack of a better word. I don't know what the word is, but to like say that, no, you can't always do this to me and I'm going to now do this to you, kind of a loosely translated thing. So it'll be interesting. I think the small town girls, hopefully in Patna and UP, all those girls who watch it will feel a part of, will see a piece of them in this girl, will see a piece of them in this world, even in Abhay's characters, and hopefully they like it. Let's see.
So, Sidharth Malhotra and Parineeti Chopra in Bihar shooting this.
Yeah.
What was that like? That must have been, again, interesting and different, and you know,
We actually
it's
shot
not.
mostly in UP.
Oh,
it was
okay.
more easier to shoot.
and replicated.
But where there have been cases. We shot outside in small cities and towns, all real locations. There are no sets on this film.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to keep it real. I had never had a Patna ka delicacy or dish or whatever you call it, litti chokha.
Litti chokha.
So which I tried for the first time.
And did you like it?
It's nice. It's quite heavy actually. It's a lot of.
It's supposed to be extremely
dough.
nutritious, by the way. I don't know.
I told myself that and I ate lots of it.
Oh, wow.
I said, बहुत healthy hai, खा लो, no problem. I was the method actor who ate it during rehearsals also, just to like say, मैं feel कर रही हूँ. But of course, मैंने rehearsals में भी बहुत खाया, and then take तक, I was like, oh shit, ये क्या कर दिया मैंने. But during the take also, then I was eating. Then when his close-ups came, then I was cheating.
But it was fun, huh?
It was. I think for me to even do a character which would wear a gamcha all the time and have a kaan mein bali, or where he wears tattoo, colors his hair, has pan in a song, which it just gives you. There's so many flavors attached to that state, and it's a lot of fun doing that. I'm actually now looking forward to the winter so I can have a scarf again. And even if it's Delhi or London, Delhi winter.
Yeah, Delhi winter would do.
Unfortunately doesn't have winter, so I'm
London's
waiting
quite
to
hot nowadays.
I'm waiting to do that again.
Yeah.
Abhi mauka nahi mil raha.
But Parineeti said, and when I was watching the trailer, I kind of got a sense that it was like a really fun film and a stellar supporting cast.
Yeah.
I mean, that must have been just super to work with.
Yeah, we got damn lucky, I think, for just the cast that was brought together. Again, what he mentioned, when we were prepping for the film and the film had not been cast yet, it was just the two of us. We had started talking about options, and I remember one of the days in Golmaal, I had worked with Sanjay Mishra sir, and I loved him. I loved chilling with him, and I think he's a great guy and all. So I literally told Ekta and Balaji and whoever, I said, you have to cast him as my dad. It's going to be him and me, otherwise you're going to lose both of us and all. I was very dramatic. I said, I need him, I want him. And of course, he had to be right for the role, which he was. He was amazing, and he just came in with this amazing energy. Javed sir was his dad. Then there was Chandan, there was Apar Shakti.
It was...
There's just so many characters that I felt like I was working in a very filmy film, and I loved it. I don't know what a filmy film is, but I loved
Theatrical
it.
and drama.
I don't know if that is filmy today, but you know what I mean, right?
No, I think their roles are written so well. They all have great punchlines. I think talking about Apar Shakti's character, he is a character which keeps narrating, शायरी करता रहता है हमेशा वो. तो उसकी इतनी अच्छी lines लिखी हैं हमारे writer ने. I think he's imagined himself in it and written the best lines in the film towards him. And I think they all have a great part to play. That's the reason they all came aboard this story, this special film, which will make you laugh and then make a point as well.
No, and speaking about writers, it's interesting you say that, because Article 15 came out recently, touching upon something that really for years Indian cinema had never done. You've taken a topic that is there, again, never really touched on. So is that just like now looking for concepts? Is story king? I know we say that all the time, but is that really it? Or do other factors still matter? How
Absolutely.
does that work?
I think content is definitely king today. We need one particular story, one particular topic to talk about, or a story, or to have a setting. I think those days are gone where you could just say कि ये love story है. आइए एक प्रेम कहानी देखिए. Those days are gone. I don't think these guys want to see that. They've seen enough love stories. Now what else are we seeing? Okay, we know people are going to fall in love, and unfortunately that medium or that will still stay. But also, I think films are going heartland. A lot of writers and scripts are coming inwards in India.
Yeah.
We don't aspire to be going to Switzerland or New York anymore, which is a change in the whole nation. I feel. I think everybody wants to shift cities.
But is that sort of almost like a broadening of Bollywood, because you are getting a lot of people who sort of, when they come, they bring their own milieu with them. Starting from the times of Gangs of Wasipur, whether it was Anurag Kashyap who brought his, a lot of these young writers now bring their own sort of backstories or what they've seen. Is that more the case? I
think it's also a shift in the nation.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you that there is so much happening on the OTT platforms.
Yes.
You know, with Netflix and Amazon, and so any plans for those guys?
Not at all. I'm pretty happy with the scripts that I'm getting and to be on the big screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to, I mean, maybe there comes a day where I don't get a character that I want to play
On the big screen?
on the big screen, and I will get to play that on the OTT platform. Maybe then, but so
But if
far
something really interesting comes along for...
there's enough interesting stuff being made on movies, I think,
Okay.
especially today. As you said, you know, maybe there are films made on different subjects, or even our film, which has a twist on it. So not so far. I haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I actually I'm just a very greedy actor in life. I don't care about language, plays, platform, etc. So I'm always open. If there's, like you said, if there is something that I just absolutely can't let go of, and I have to do it, and it's on a platform, and an OTT platform, I would do it. But I think I'm with Sid on this. I think right now, films, we have the chance to be leading actors in films, and just, you know, now even experiment more with the kind of stuff we can do. So why let that
I mean,
go?
you're preparing for
Also-
I'm
Saina.
preparing for some hardcore
And that,
films.
by the way,
Yes.
again, if someone follows you, that looks exhausting.
It is exhausting.
I mean, I was like, how is she doing it? Because that's no easy job.
So right now the training is on hold because we're all about Jabariya Jodi right now. But in like that's exactly what he was saying, right? Like, I think 2 years ago, I wouldn't have thought of a sports biopic. I wouldn't have thought of a thriller, victim role. You know, I would have done the films that I was having fun in. But because the audience is now accepting, in fact, expecting those films, I think it's so much more fun as an actor because you can try something new, you can shock them, you can surprise them. So that is the plan. I think it's my plan, it's Sid's plan to kind of bring something new with every film. And yeah, I want films with a lot of homework. So, you know, I don't want to just land up on set and shoot.
Tanya,
I
you had a
think she has
question for
for
Sidharth.
Sid.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
No.
Hi, my question is that people are so influenced by the celebrities. So, what is that one thing you want to, influence people about?
Wow.
Ah, okay.
One of the
yeah,
best questions I've heard.
Answer.
Answer. He's like, then you
बोलो,
answer.
बोलो, मैं भी सुना देता हूँ.
तो बोल ना, our question is to you.
इतना तुम सोच
She's
के
so shy, like,
Why is she shy?
she's
She's
not even
absolutely
looking at you
fine.
right now. She's looking at me, but actually the question ki Sid answer de.
No.
बोल दे. You want
Celebrities
from
बोला
him?
सब लोग सब.
You said that you're a feminist, so maybe you have something social.
See?
She's quickly letting him get off
You're
the
very
hook.
smart. I like you.
She's clever.
I like you very much. I love clever people. What do you want to influence them? You're right. Celebrities or actors or just people in films tend to influence people, sometimes in the right way, sometimes in the wrong way. I've grown up, watching celebrities. I never used to watch those mini films, but I used to watch celebrities and I used to be like, "Mereko bhi aise karna hai." I think the aim is always to influence something which is positive. My aim is always be real. That's my thing. Trying to ape somebody else is always going to set you up for failure. So I think be real, be yourself, be proud of where you've come from, be proud of who you are, always. Never fall under peer pressure.
I think that's a lovely, lovely thing to say. And before, I'm going to definitely ask Parineeti to sing a little because we know she's a fabulous singer. And we have to do that jig we discussed. But before that, we have a very special person in the audience who's gone through this case of being forcibly married. And can we have you up, please, the gentleman here? Yes. There you are, sir. Would you like to tell us, आप बताना चाहेंगे कि क्या हुआ था और किस तरह से आपकी शादी करवाई गई?
नमस्ते मैम. नमस्ते सर.
नमस्ते सर.
जी मैं संतोष कुमार नवादा से.
अच्छा.
जब मैं मैट्रिक पास किया था ना और इंटर पास करके पार्ट 1 में गया था ग्रेजुएशन, उस समय मैं कॉलेज जा रहा था और पता नहीं था कि मेरे पीछे कौन कौन लगा हुआ है. रास्ते से जा रहे थे, गाड़ी आया, ब्रेक किया और पिस्टल सटाया, अंदर घुसा दिया. अंदर घुसाने के बाद बोला कि हिलना नहीं तो मार देंगे. उसके बाद मैं साइलेंट हो गया, चुपचाप हो गया वहाँ पर कि अब क्या करें, चलो भाई जो करना बाद में. बैठ गए और एक ऐसा जगह उतारा जहाँ सिर्फ पौधा ही पौधा, छोटा छोटा पौधा लगा हुआ था खेत का, और वहाँ से मेरे को खींचना स्टार्ट किया खींचते 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 गांव ले गया। वहाँ एक रूम था, उस रूम में पैक कर दिया। पैक करने के बाद बाहर से ताला लॉक कर दिया और उसी के अंदर हम पड़े थे। 2-3 घंटा के अंदर उन लोग पूरा सामान रेडी कर दिया शादी का, लेकिन उस समय हमको ये मालूम नहीं था कि शादी करेगा। जब लड़की लोग खिड़की से देखने लगी ना, तो हमको लगा क्या है कि वो देख रही है। तब कुछ लोग हाय हेलो करने लगी। तब हमको लगा क्या बात है। फिर लगा कि लगता है ये किडनैप नहीं किया, ये कुछ करेगा मेरे साथ। उसके बाद फिर एक लड़की बोली कि आप ज़रा तैयार हो जाइए, बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा। तो हम उसको बोले क्या बात है, बताइए ज़रा। तो उसमें इसका मतलब नहीं समझ रहा था मैं। वो बोल रहे थे कि शादी होगा आपका।
तो आप लड़की को नहीं जानते थे?
नहीं, लड़की को हम नहीं जानते थे।
आप कितने साल के थे तब?
नहीं जानते थे। वो लड़की वाले अलग, हम अलग।
आप क्या 16-17 साल के थे?
हाँ, 16-17 साल के।
तो आपको ही क्यों चुना उन्होंने? कुछ मतलब आपके एरिया के थे या क्या हुआ था?
नहीं, उन लोग कोई रिलेशन वाले बताते हैं कि वहाँ एक लड़का, जब उन लोग कहते हैं कि हमको शादी करना है लड़की को, तो उन लोग खोजते हैं लड़का, गेस्ट बन करके जाते हैं। तो अगल बगल वाले जो रिलेशन के होते हैं वो बताते हैं। तो उनके जो पिताजी थे मेरे पास आए थे और देखने के बाद पूछताछ जो करना था लड़कन लोग को करके चले गए। इसमें क्या है ना कि लोग दहेज नहीं दे पाते हैं। मेन मुद्दा ये है, दहेज नहीं दे पाते हैं। और अरेंज मैरिज शादी करने से बहुत सारा रुपया खर्चा होता है। 10 लाख, 20 लाख, 25 लाख। और ये शादी करने से थोड़ा बहुत कष्ट होता है, लेकिन शादी जल्दी हो जाता है।
तो आपकी शादी हुई उस टाइम फिर?
जी हो, हाँ।
अच्छा, और अभी आप मतलब वही शादी वैसे?
हाँ, वही लड़की है मेरे साथ।
अच्छा, चलिए, नहीं अच्छा है भाई।
तो आज भी होता है वहाँ पे पकड़वा?
जी बिल्कुल,
आज
लेकिन
तक होता है?
समथिंग कुछ होता है। पहले जैसा नहीं रहा। काफी केसेस सक्सेस हुआ हमारे यहाँ। हमारी एक
But we are very glad कि इनका सक्सेसफुल हुआ।
इनका सक्सेसफुल हुआ बिकॉज मैम,
सही, हाँ जी,
बिकॉज मैम हमारी जो दोस्त की पत्नी हुई ना, वो मैम से बस कुछ मिलता जुलता है।
बस, that's it।